You should not use credit cards and debt to scale your Amazon business. This is the dumb take of the day, coming from Twitter, from a user that we actually talked about not too long ago in the previous videos. This is the dumb Twitter takes of the day. I'm going to tell you why this is a dumb take, why you should use credit. But what I'm not saying is that there's no pitfalls with credit, that you cannot make mistakes. This is not what I'm saying. So we are going to have a few words of cautions, and we are going to talk about the pitfalls of credits as well. We are going to talk about the downside, about the positive sides as well of using credits, but what we are really going to do is really looking at this tweet that I'm going to read to you in a few, and really look at credit and if you actually should use credit to scale your Amazon business. Before we actually do, there's two important links in the description. The first one is going to be for one-on-one coaching. If you need help scaling your Amazon business, book a call with me. We're going to build a plan for you to do this. Second link that you're going to find is for the Discord server, because if you want to grow, you need to build a network. Best way to do it, join the Discord server, start interacting with people, ask questions, answer people's questions, do all that stuff. You'll make some friends. The journey will be way more fun, and you'll make more money eventually. All right, so let's just dive into the video. And as I said, this tweet is coming from Jimmy Bob, who is someone that we actually reacted. We actually read one of his tweets in the previous video. I do not even remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure that I could actually go through this guy's whole takes, like all his takes on Twitter, and actually have contents for a full year ahead of me, because he has a lot of dumb takes. Yes, from what I've seen, he grew his business super fast, but he's just been saying for a few months, and there's a lot of stuff that he does not understand. So this tweet is saying, operating without credit cards, debts, force you to make good purchasing decisions. You can't afford to buy things that are not profitable or slow movers. So first, do you think that if you actually buy stuff cash, you can afford to buy stuff that is not profitable? If this is how you run your business, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are going to go you're not going to make money, and you are going to close your shop pretty soon. So the reason why this tweet is really dumb is because the way you run your business, whether it is with cash or with credit, and whether you are leveraged or not, is going to be pretty much the same. No. The speed at which you want your inventory to sell out, so your inventory turnover, is going to be way more important if it comes to if you actually use credit to scale your business than it's going to be important if you use cash. So yes, if you use cash, you can make more mistake, but not that much, because like the only thing is that with credit cards, you are going to need to pay your credit cards, especially if it's charge cards, all right? If it's charge cards, and we are just talking about credit cards, but we talked about debt in general. If it's credit cards, you're going to pay interest, except if you have a 0% APR thing, if you do not pay your credit cards in time. No. Here's the thing. With charge cards, you have 30 days. So if you made mistakes with charge cards, it's going to kill your business, all right? But the truth is that if you run your business with cash, just with cash, there's no reason why, like if you want to scale your business, and even if you are not trying to scale, there's no reason why, and I made a whole video about this, there's no reason to actually go with slow selling products. It's really a dumb strategy. If you really think about it, it's really a dumb strategy. Yes, sometimes most of the time, the return on investment is going to be way greater, but this is not how you build a sustainable business. If you want to build a sustainable inventory-based business, you need to have turnover. You need to focus on products that have that sells fast, so you can flip your money as fast as you can. This is how you actually run a successful business. Now, yes, you can make some money with slow-selling products, but there's more risk associated with slow-selling products. The good thing with fast-selling products is that if you want to liquidate, it's super fast. No, slow-selling products, as I talked about in the previous video, if you want to liquidate slow-selling products, it's going to be super hard because there's no demand. The thing is that the price is going to be way more likely to tank, and it's going to be hard to get out at a price that actually makes sense, right? Slow selling products are not they are overrated. You should go with fast selling products that can turn over super fast with low return on investment. Yeah, but like we talked about it in the previous video, you can look at it. No, the thing that you need to understand is that it's not bad to take debt to actually scale a business, to scale an inventory business. If you take $10,000, you have 6 months to pay it back. You need to pay back 10,000 divided by 6. I do not want to do maths right now. But like, let's just make it easier. Like, let's just make it 1 year and $12,000. If you take a loan for $12,000, for 1 year, so for 12 months, you're going to need to pay $1,000 a month. If you can, during those 12 months, if you can flip that money 12 times, all right, if you can flip that money 6 times, I'm sorry, if you have how is it called? How is it called? I'm just making calculation at the same time, so I cannot even talk. But if you have like an average inventory turnover, like if it takes you 60 days to flip your inventory, you flip it 6 times. Let's make the calculation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can flip it 6 times during that year, you're going to turn those $12,000 into $57,000. Let me make sure my calculation is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, my calculation is correct. So even if you take those $12,000, let's say even if, all right, and it's at 30% return on investment, by the way. I do not know if I said this. So even if you pay $10,000, even if you pay $12,000 in interest, all right, so you're going to have to pay back $24,000, all right? So even if you pay like 100% interest, and you can flip that money 6 times at 30% return on investments, which is pretty, like 30% return on investment is like on the low end. This is something that you should look for if you are trying to scale, all right? So even if you pay $12,000 in interest, you're going to need to pay back $24,000 in total for $12,000, which is crazy and which is never going to be the case, all right? So these, like, you're going to profit from this loan alone, you're going to profit $32,000 at the end of the year for free, all right? Just because you use debt to buy inventory. No. Here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you should actually take a loan at 100% return on investment. I'm not saying that you should actually max out your credit cards and actually like just pay interest and never pay your credit card. I'm not saying this, all right? Because this is kind of dumb, all right? But and if you look at it, it's not even that dumb because it makes money at the end of the at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is that you should be cautious. You should be cautious because you should actually know how to run this business before you actually take on debt. Because yes, it's tricky. Yes, you can really, like, if you do things the bad way, like, you can really fuck up your credit, fuck up your whole life, and fuck up all those things and be in debt by, like, be really deep in the hole. And so I'm not saying that you should just use credit anyway, like, that you should just use credit, like, really in dumb ways. But what I'm saying is that it's a great lever that you can pull if you want to scale your Amazon business. But before you actually put fuel into the fire with credit, what you should do is actually understand the business and know all your numbers and be able to see if you're going to be able to flip that money. First of all, are you going to be able to spend that money as soon as possible to make the amount of time that you are going to need to pay, like the amount of time that you're going to need to pay inventory that you're going to need to pay interest on as short as possible. Because if you need to spend that money as fast as possible, this is what I'm trying to say, to minimize the amount of interest that you're going to need to pay. So, as I said, I'm not saying that you should absolutely use credit if you do not know what I'm doing. What I'm saying is you should be cautious. Yes, you should be cautious, but we should not demonize credit because it's a great way to scale your business. It's a great lever to pull. If you know your business in and out, and if you know your numbers. No, of course, if you take a $5,000 loan, or if you have a $5,000 credit card that you use, it's not going to fuck you up that much, all right? But if you start getting with bigger limits, with 50,000, and you are just a beginner, you do not know your numbers, you don't know how to run this business, you do not understand seasonal terms, all that stuff with Amazon, it can really fuck you up, all right? So start slowly to build your business. Do not take huge loans when you start, but once you are ready, once you understand the business, once you see the opportunity, and you know your numbers in and out, you know how much time it takes you to actually flip your inventory, you know how much time it is going to take you to how much profit you're going to make, more or less, from that loan, how much interest you're going to pay. If all that makes sense, yes, of course, go ahead and take a loan, because this is one of the things that is going to help you scale your business super fast, all right? So I hope this video was helpful. I wanted to talk about this a little bit. If Jimmy Bob, you're watching this video, no hate against you. You just have some dumb takes. That's it. I'm sorry. And I'm going to react to them because it's an endless source of inspiration for those videos. But yeah, guys, no hate. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video every single day until the end of the year, and probably beyond that, because I don't think I'm going to stop. So thanks to Jimmy Bob, maybe, who knows. But yeah. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep learning, watch these videos on the screen, subscribe to all that stuff. I'll see you tomorrow.